Hello everybody, this is George with Melnix Automotive. I apologize I haven't posted a video in about 2 weeks as I was on vacation. It's time to get back to work. Today I'm working on a 2009 Honda Civic. The problem with this car, as you can see, these are original keys right here. The customer brought in this Honda and said that actually towed it in, and the car starts and dies and the green keys flashing on his cluster, and I'm going to demonstrate that in just a second. These are original keys. As you can see, they're very used keys. What happened, the car sat for approximately 2 months or so without being started, and the battery died completely. So he replaced the battery, and apparently it looks like the car went ahead and forgot its immobilizer code. So basically forgot its keys. So we got to go ahead and reprogram both of these keys for him. And I'm going to talk about the tools just in a second, what I'll be using to program it. Let's grab the keys and look at my cluster. You'll see in the bottom left corner, after the car starts and runs just for about 2-3 seconds, the green key will be flashing. I'm sure you see that green key flashing on the left bottom corner. Here's the deal. As you can see, the car has 125,000 miles. This is pretty rare incident, but it does happen in Honda where this happens. A lot of times it's sometimes the immobilizer unit goes bad or whatever, but in this case we're gonna go ahead and reprogram the keys. Back to my both of my tools here. Here I have and I also made a video, I have a Launch X431, and like I said, I'm just showing this. It's a Bluetooth tool. Okay, you need to buy this tool in the software. If you buy a clone, you're probably gonna have problems. It's not gonna work. And I also have Silca SBB, so I could use any of these tools to do the job. Most of the time I'm using this one, but since I'm using my cell phone for a camera, I won't be able to use this one, so I'll be using my Silca. It's a key programmer. You could also pick this up. You can buy this clone, not original unit, probably for around 100 bucks. So if you want to start yourself a little business, throw a couple ads on Craigslist and do some key programming, this will do just fine. Okay. I also have an HDS, but in this case, when I do my videos, I'm trying to show the least expensive ways, or in the free ways, you could get stuff done. Because if I'm going to whip out my HDS, it's going to be pointless, because you guys are not going to be able to buy that tool since it's like $7,000-8,000. It will be pointless of this video. My video here is to show you how you can get this done, and it's not only one-time shot. You could always do more keys with this tool. So let's say if you want to make additional key, as soon as you buy a key from dealer, you can program it yourself. So let's get going. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this tool here, and I already have it plugged in into my OBD2. I'm not sure if you could see because there's a lot of glare. There's my OBD2. All right, I'm gonna hop back on my controls, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna go into immobilizer. I'm gonna scroll down to Honda Civic. Now you can see there's a lot of cars you could do with this thing. So Honda USA, and we're gonna do Civic, and you can see the years it has. You can actually update this, even though this is 06 through 10 right there. You can update this tool if you buy a clone, but it's for 100 bucks. You cannot go wrong. So I'm gonna hit OK. Insert key, turn ignition on, and I already did that because my key in. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn them off. I'm actually going to do it again. I turn the key on. I'm going to hit enter, and basically number keys, you can actually see how many keys in the memory, and it says it has 3 keys in the memory, but obviously it's not remembering those keys. So what we're going to do, I'm going to wipe those out. I'm going to go erase all keys. Yes. Number keys to program. We're going to hit number 2, as we're going to only program 2 keys. We're going to hit enter. Turn ignition off. Turn ignition on. Turn ignition off. Enter the second key to be programmed. On, off, on, off, on, off, on. And sometimes it will ask you, is the light still blinking? In my case, it does. So what I do, I'm gonna go ahead and repeat the procedure again. With this tool, sometimes it takes 2 of these procedures. So basically, you just hit enter again, and then you don't want to save data, and you just start all over again. That's all you do. You just start all over again. Alright guys, so I went ahead and did the procedure twice, reprogrammed these keys, as you can see, original keys. Let's see what happens. As you remember, when I would start the car, it would die in about 2-3 seconds, and the green key was flashing. So let's see what happens now. As you saw, the green key came up for about a split second, and then went right out. And my car is running, no problem. It's a very common problem on the Civic, especially when the car gets up there in mileage. It does have tendency for EMO unit to go ahead and forget the code. So all you have to do is just reprogram it and things like that. And I also saw it on some Honda Civics, where it would start the car and it would run one day, the next day it would start flashing, wouldn't want to start, and then again a day later it starts. But this will solve the issue. I mean, this car completely was dead. It wouldn't start whatsoever. So if you have any questions, shoot me an email. This was George with Melnick's Automotive, and I end up using very inexpensive SBB silica, and as you could see, it has a lot of options on there that you could do. On this thing, you could reprogram a lot of things. So when I started, it was one of the tools that I ended up picking up online also, because original one like this is probably a couple $1,000, but the clone is, I think it's around 130 bucks max if you look on eBay. Once again, thanks for watching. This was George with Melnick's Automotive.